We recently embarked on Marella Cruises' newest ship, Marella Voyager, and we have certainly formed a lot of opinions about our time on board. But the main question is, would we sail on Marella Voyager again?
Marella Voyager is the newest addition to Marella's fleet, joining in 2023. She originally started life as Celebrity Mercury for Celebrity Cruises, but now sails as part of Marella's 5-ship lineup, alongside Discovery, Discovery 2, Explorer and the adults-only Explorer 2. She's a smaller, mid-sized ship with 14 decks, 11 restaurants, 8 bars and lounges, and can carry up to 1,912 passengers. If she looks a little familiar, that's because she's the sister ship to Marella Explorer.
Voyager might be a bit smaller and older in comparison to some of the newer and flashier ships out there, and she doesn't have quite as many bars and lounges either. But we thought the venues were a much better size, especially considering the lower passenger capacity. The electric rooms was one of our favourite spots. It had a proper dance floor with a whole separate seating area, compared to the attic on MSC Virtuosa with over 6,000 passengers aboard. We don't think there was even enough space for the amount of people we saw dancing on Voyager some nights.
We also thought the bars and lounges had a really nice charm to them. The Squid and Ank had proper British pub vibes. Proper British, mate. While the summer house was perfect for a relaxed drink, especially at sunset.
So we release a cruise-related video every Sunday, so come cruise with us and we would love to have you on board. And if you like this video, like it, because that helps us out for free. Click, click, click.
When it comes to entertainment, Marella is still our favourite cruise line. Most evenings you'll get 2 West End style shows in the Broadway Show Lounge, usually at 8:30 and 10:30 p.m, plus a guest act during the cruise. On our sailing, the first night had just 1 show at 9 p.m, and one evening the times were moved forward because of a deck party, which the show cast actually joined in with. So it's worth checking the daily schedule to see what's on and when. If you want to know what's going on around the ship, the Navigate web app is your go-to. Just connect to the ship's Wi-Fi, it's called Voyager, then pop navigate.tui into your browser if needed, like Chrome or Safari. You don't need to buy an internet package, it's completely free to use. You'll also get a paper copy of cruise news delivered to your cabin each evening, and there are handy digital screens dotted around the ship if you just want a quick glance at what's on.
What's amazing is that the Marella Showcast perform 12 different theatre shows over 14 days. On their nights off, there's usually a guest act instead. So whether you're cruising for a week, which we usually do, or a full 2 weeks, you won't see the same show twice, which is pretty amazing. There's no need to book a seat for the theatre, just turn up, but if you want a good spot, it's best to get there 10 to 15 minutes before the show starts. There was a great variety of theatre productions on board Voyager, including West End to Broadway, a guest comedian, orchestrated, which featured elegant arrangements of unexpected hits, and a fun 80s themed show called 80s Vision. So regarding the cast, I would say there was one male standout.
Oh yeah, he was
now,
good.
He was so good.
The others were like here, and he was like up here. He was a completely different level to the rest of them.
Especially next to the other male vocalists, we did find that we couldn't work out whether or not he was just so good or if the male vocalists were weak.
They were weaker than him. I don't think he would have been out of place on the West End.
I completely agree. I feel like the cast were overall fine.
They're usually good. They've got to sing so different kind of styles of music. Normally you're trained in maybe 1 or 2. You know, if you're a musical theatre or more classical singer and you have to sing like rock or pop or something, it's going to be more difficult.
We don't like to judge them too harshly, especially when they've got 12 different shows. We're a big fan of the stage shows on Marella in general.
Yeah, we love the fact that they have like a narrative and a storyline to them. A lot of cruise lines just kind of like just a variety show. And we also really enjoyed the guest comedian,
oh yes,
which was Scotty Miller.
Yeah, he was so funny.
He was very funny. And the assistant cruise director also had their alter ego as Bella Bluebell.
She was good.
She was good. It was funny.
Very crude.
I guess we did the late night show, didn't we?
Yeah.
If the theatre isn't your thing, there were themed game shows in the Squid and Anchor most evenings, and we made it to most of them. They were loads of fun, with the entertainment team getting everyone involved. There was plenty of audience participation, and it was a brilliant way to liven up the evening on board. Some of the game shows on board included All Bands on Deck, The Final Cut, Say What You See, Liars Club and What's on the Box. On the 2 nights without game shows, deck parties took over instead. We had the Sail and Shine party on the first night in the Squid and Anchor because of the weather, and later in the week there was the Hello Sailors party out on the pool deck.
The game shows are always really popular on Marella ships, So we do advise that you get to the Squid and Anchor as soon as you can. Give yourself some time. We do have a bit of a strategy
Yeah, we know how to play the system a little bit.
Yeah, so we always get a seat.
They normally start around 9:30, the game shows. Try and get there at least, I would say, half an hour-ish, if not 15, 20 minutes early.
Yeah, agreed.
If you definitely want to see.
The game shows are so fun as well.
And Amy's been a contestant a few times, haven't you?
We get approached sometimes going, oh, well, what if you want to do it? And he won't. So it has to be me.
There's no point me playing because I'm not going to win. But
He's
you,
more clever than me.
but you can win. I have faith in you.
I've never won. I mean, I tackled a dinosaur, but I don't class that as winning.
That's weird.
Another thing we love is how active the entertainment hosts are on Marella. They'll try and keep you involved throughout.
So it's quite interactive anyway.
Yeah.
If you just want to chill and listen to some music, there's plenty to choose from. Live music is a huge part of why we love cruising so much. So having a good mix of acts and styles really makes a difference to us.
We loved the variety of music on board Voyager.
Yep.
However,
Is there a however?
I'd say we definitely preferred the musicians from our Marella Discovery cruise.
The collective on Discovery were out of this world.
Route 44, felt her voice was quite weak to be.
The main party band.
Yeah, because normally Marella has one band that's like what they call the resident band or the house band.
She had great energy though, and she was like really lovable and really approachable and so on.
Her stage presence made up for it.
Yeah, definitely.
But vocally, she was, I thought, very weak.
As much as we loved the variety and we did think all the singers on board were really good, but there wasn't any standouts. We normally have one or two that we get a bit obsessed with. Also, this is a preference thing as well.
Oh, it's subjective, isn't it?
Yeah, because the type of stuff that we like, somebody else is going to be like, oh no, that's not my cup of tea.
And it also depends on what mood you're in, because,
Yes.
you know, if you're maybe pre-dinner, don't want to listen to a big rock set or something like that. I'd say the closest one we did kind of not follow, but we really enjoyed was Kieran.
Yeah, I think he was my favourite.
Yeah, he had a really good voice, I thought.
This is where we're getting probably a bit, what's the word?
Picky?
Picky. Only because where Voyager and Discovery were like 5 weeks apart, they were really close together.
It was quite fresh. We were like, oh, this was better on Discovery, this was better on, you know, it's like...
Normally we don't do that,
Yeah.
but it's hard not to. I'm sorry, guys. Sorry.
There's also The Exchange, a speakeasy style immersive show that costs extra. You can pick between two performances, the heist or the lock-in. We booked online before the cruise for $16.95 each. Not all seats in the venue have a clear view throughout the show, and you can't choose your seats in advance. They are allocated as you enter.
Your ticket includes 3 specialty cocktails served during the show, and if you want more, you can order them by using these vintage style phones around the bar. If you haven't got the premium drinks package, additional drinks may cost extra. We loved everything about it. The performers, singing wise, were absolutely excellent. Their characterization, their acting.
Yeah, we really enjoyed the immersiveness of it, didn't we?
Now, if you're the type of person who doesn't like to be called up or be spoken to, this is not for you.
Yeah, it's not the kind of thing you'd enjoy if you feel
No.
uncomfortable with that kind of theatre.
I will kick it.
Nathan got pulled up.
And I wouldn't say I'm comfortable entirely with immersive performances.
They talk to you and they pick up on things and then they will drag you
Yeah,
up for
I guess
that.
they're putting up the feelers. I thought it offered excellent value for money. I don't think Nick was as keen as we are, but then he's not probably a fan of that immersive entertainment.
He said he could take it or leave
Yeah,
it.
and he said if he ever went back on Voyager, he probably wouldn't bother doing it again. He's done it the once.
Yeah, but for us, we would.
We've heard some people complain about the layout of the venue.
It's kind of like a horseshoe.
Yeah, like a U-shape.
So we were sat right here, right at the front. But if you're around the corner, around those areas, you might miss a lot of the entertainment.
I think everyone will probably miss bits of the performance at some point during the show.
We liked it though.
We liked it.
We loved
Would
it.
recommend. There was a late night disco every evening in the electric rooms, plus 2 silent discos during the cruise. One themed UK versus USA, and later on pop versus rock. Silent discos are extremely popular on Marella Cruises, so make sure you get there early if you want a better chance of grabbing a pair of headphones.
We really loved all the daytime entertainment on the pool deck, from the Marella Music Cafe to the music bingo, the game shows and the quizzes. But if you're more into peace and quiet, the adults only veranda on deck 14 is a great spot to chill out. There's also an indoor cinema, a mini golf that you can enjoy throughout the day, and both are included in your cruise fare. We also really enjoyed the ports on our Marella Voyager cruise. All Spanish stops on the Magic of Spain itinerary. Gibraltar and Almeria were our personal favourites. We'd happily go back to all of them. So we're gonna quick fire for just some positives and negatives. Let's start with the positives. So I think you know at this stage it's entertainment. Some of you might not know is that we are big theatre geeks and we come from a theatre background.
How we met.
Yes, how we met. for us it can make or break.
We're probably
a cruise.
more critical than average Joe about
Yes.
theatre shows because we've seen a lot of them, we've been in a lot of them.
We just feel like we're continuously engaged, and Marella don't disappoint when it comes to the entertainment for us.
Yeah. Second positive is how much included with Marella.
Yeah.
Your flights, your transfers, your luggage allocation, your food, your drinks and your tips. All included. Fantastic value, I think.
We know that they're not the newest ships, we just find them so charming.
We do love the layout of Voyager. A lovely ship.
Because I know a lot of people prefer the Discoveries. We really struggled to find our favourites.
There's elements we like of both, isn't there?
For example, bar 11 on Discoveries is tiny in comparison to Indigo /
Electric rooms.
on the Explorers /
Voyager.
But then the Atrium on Discovery. Like, we just like pick and pick.
Yeah, pick a mix.
Yeah.
And to make the perfect Marella ship,
Yeah.
the Explorer, Explovery.
Explorery.
And our last is the Navigate web app. Yeah, just love how much you can do on there. You know, you can book your shore excursions, you can book specialty dining, you can leave feedback about any aspects of your cruise.
If somebody's really stood out to you, make sure to say how great this person has been. They get a lot of recognition if you praise them. And we did actually have an issue, which we did put into the Navigate app. Let's go on to the dislikes. Not as many. They're very minor. We put a complaint in the Navigate app after we were charged for a glass of wine.
Again, not a major issue. Go to reception, they'll sort it out for you, which we did. It was resolved.
The only frustration is that this is the third time it's happened to us now.
Yeah, it's happened on 3 separate Marella Cruises now.
Yeah. We've kind of already discussed this bit briefly before, is just that the Atrium is not nowhere near as impressive as Discovery. We did notice the prizes weren't given out as generously on this cruise.
Yeah, they seem a bit stingy on this one, don't they?
You win a quiz and then you got a certificate, and then the next day you would get a prize. It was very inconsistent. I don't know if they had some problems with their budget.
Running out of flip-flops, baby.
Running out of flip-flops.
Budgeting the flip-flops.
Though I must say, right, Marella, bring back the straws was such a great idea. I haven't seen them for a while.
I think they might have got rid of them, you know. And our last negative is having to disembark. We had such a great cruise on Voyager.
We did.
And we've got the memories here forever.
As some of you might know, this was a bit of a hard cruise for us as well. Sorry. So my mum passed away literally 2 weeks before we went away. We were going to cancel, but we decided, well, actually my family encouraged us. They said it would be good for me to get away.
And she wouldn't want us to cancel, I don't think. She wouldn't want us to go.
She would be like, you dumb bitch, get on the ship. I like to think that we hid it well. I hope it wasn't obvious that we were going through stuff, vulnerable moments, even though there were some caught on camera, but we decided not to include them because we wanted to show how much fun the cruise could be. But behind the scenes, it was very difficult and it was raw. I couldn't talk about it then. I can barely talk about it now, So I think it's safe to say that we would definitely sail on Voyager again. And all of the other Marella ships too. Don't expect big, flashy attractions that you get on some of the massive mainstream lines. But if you're someone who loves a mix of entertainment, lots of dining choices, and that personal, welcoming atmosphere where the staff make you feel like family rather than just a number, it's a great choice. It might not even be the absolute best at everything, but for us, it's solid across the board. If you want all the bells and whistles from the latest, flashier ships, Marella might not be for you. Now, I know we haven't talked about the dining yet, and that's because we've already covered it in this video. So to continue our review, we'll meet you over there.
From sunrise strolls to midnight views, oh, the joy of Marella's cruise.